Hello, everyone. This is Miss Gomez from the comfort of my home. I'm here to kind of give you a short mini lesson on how to annotate the bike, which is what you should have already cold read. When you cold read, you should have, you should have gone through and read the whole thing and identified any figurative language, so similes, metaphors, personification, hyperbole, anything that you just noticed, and then along with any of these annotating symbols right here. And then I'm going to show you what it would have looked like to chunk as you read. If you were working on paper, you could have actually written in the margins. If you weren't, you could have gotten a notebook piece of paper and just wrote paragraph 1 and then just a couple of words of what paragraph 1 was, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, and so forth, just to kind of make sure you understand what's going on in the story. Okay, so this is what mine looks like so far. I only did the first 2 paragraphs, but the story is called The Bike by Gary Soto. It is a memoir. Gary Soto writes a lot of from his past experiences in his life. So this is a true story, but it's one of his memories from when he was little. So if you'll notice, I did the first 2 paragraphs. On the first paragraph, I highlighted a couple of things. My first bike got me nowhere, though the shadow I cast as I pedaled paced along my side. I highlighted that because it's personification. The shadow is not human, but it's describing that it's pedaling along his side. Shadows can't do that. They're not living, they're just a shadow of you. So that's personification. But I also said that it was a positive sounding and it showed excitement, like he was really excited, almost like a rebel. If you keep going, I also, I should have highlighted this, but their tails up like antennas, talking about the cats. So they're very aware. That would be a simile. It's comparing their tails to an antenna. And wind tickled the back of my throat. Again, that's personification. My hair flicked like black fire. I thought I was pretty cool riding up and down the block, H5, my brother's hand-me-down shirt. So this whole paragraph I put here, this is my chunk. This is my short little summary that the narrator is excited to ride his new bike. That's it. So that's what you could have written as your chunk. Okay, so if you haven't done that, go back. You can either, again, ask your teacher right now if they have a copy of the bike that you can write on, or you can get a piece of notebook paper and just write notes for yourself. Paragraph 2, going up and down the block was one thing, taking the first curve out of sight of Mom in the house was another. I was scared of riding down Sarah Street. Mom said hungry dogs lived on the street and red anger lived in their eyes. Again, I highlighted that because that's personification. Red anger cannot live, but you can just see that it's negative and it's showing that they're fierce, that they're scary. And then the next sentence says their throats were hard with extra bones from biting kids on bikes. So again, that could actually be a metaphor for that, just comparing the throats to extra bones and being hard. So all of that is negative. And again, showing that he's a little bit hesitant and a little bit fearful to continue riding on. Once you have gone through, make sure you've done that for all of your paper, made those annotations. Again, if you don't have a paper copy, ask your teacher. They probably have one. If not, make notes on a piece of notebook paper so that you know. When you're done with that, you're going to go through the following slides. I'm going to do this one for you. This is an I do. So this one says read paragraph 1. So again, paragraph 1 was that first one introducing him riding his bike for the first time. And it says, what point of view is this memoir? The author's purpose of the point of view is to, I know that the point of view of this is first person because it has the word my. So oops. I did not mean to highlight the whole thing. Because it has a word my and I, he's telling it from his point of view. So on this question, the author's purpose of the first person point of view is to, and it always is going to give you insight. So I can only know Gary Soto's point of view, his thoughts, his experiences. I will not know Mom's thoughts or experiences because it's not told through her point of view. So the author's point of view, purpose of the first person point of view is to give insight to Gary Soto's experiences and feelings. Then you're going to go on and do number 2, identify the simile in paragraph 1 and highlight it. I've highlighted that for you, and you're going to explain why that simile is there. You'll go through the next few slides and answer those on the slides, and then you'll get into the writing. So I hope that was helpful for you as a little reteach.